you can take. Can't resistance, gonna watch them fall. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin.
One week remains until final hour hits our shores, ladies and gentlemen, and the final stop before the All-Star Grand Slam hits. I'm Bradley James at your service for this evening as we welcome you tonight to Millennium 45. And with a big main event on your shores screens right here tonight as a tag team title rematch between the Azure Knights and the Mad Dragons will be an event heading into next week for final hour. Will the Mad Dragons walk into the handicap match against Nekomaru Nidai as tag team champions? We'll find out tonight. Although, speaking of Ultimate Yakuza, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the leader of Ultimate Yakuza, Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu, coming out here tonight in his first singles match since returning just a few months ago. In his first solo match ever since returning, ladies and gentlemen, tonight it is going to be a hard-hitting. It is going to be hard to just really pinpoint what the hell is going to happen right here tonight. Especially given the fact that we have yet to see this Ultimate Yakuza in action in several years. Although you want to talk about somebody who most certainly, if you want to talk about somebody who came back this year and has been trying his best to make an absolute, to become an absolute monster in a sense, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is one man who definitely needs it. And that is Paul Phoenix. Paul Phoenix is most certainly somebody who has been needing a big edge this season. And for all intents and purposes, he may have been getting it as far as basically breaking his back to basically establish himself once again. Tonight could be yet another example of how he is able to establish himself as a dominant force on the Millennium brand by taking out Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu and setting an example of him tonight. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just noticed, like, you can tell the scars on his body. The scars on his body, Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu's body, just completely covered in marks, scars, and... Oh, Jesus Christ, look at him! He's like a walking... The scars on his body would make a corpse fear for his life. Would wonder what the fuck he went through. And as you can tell, both of these men just going after the word go, but I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just distracted by the fact that, well, it looks like he's been through hell and back, and oh! Jesus Christ, Paul Phoenix getting a sucker hit in. Oh, Jesus. Paul Phoenix getting a sucker hit right in onto Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu. Accidentally hitting the ref in the process as well. Kuzuryu trying to take advantage, but Paul not allowing that for 1 second. Headbutting him right into the corner and stomping him down. For the most part already, Paul has already taken a lot of an advantage, but Kuzuryu definitely attempting to fight back and wave it, reversing out of it as much as he possibly can at this point. Punching him right in the face, and wait a minute, getting him up and gut busting him down right onto his knee. Just like that, right onto his knee. And wait a minute, oh, Flapjack right there by Kuzuryu right onto Paul Phoenix. Setting himself up, and now wait a minute. No, wait a minute, no! Impaler DDT denied! And now setting himself back up. And now wait a minute. Irish sweeping him right to the corner, and now wait a minute. Oh! Lariat right to the back of his head. Lariat right to the back of his head. Just taunting away right onto him and just assaulting him right at the side of his damn skull. And now just continuing to just bring that exact same brutal assault right to Paul Phoenix. And just continuing this brazen assault onto him, and no, Paul breaking out of it and going right back to the well, setting him up again, and oh, Jesus, brain buster, and now continuing the assault, now go for the pin now, one, and only a one count, Kuzuryu kicking out, Kuzuryu still kicking out after that. Wait a minute, now Paul continuing to focus his efforts, now continuing to essentially just continue and work on Kuzuryu slowly. However, Kuzuryu still breaking out of it. Irish whipping him, and now wait a minute, no! Paul knocking back into him, and oh god, a vicious headbutt right onto Kuzuryu. And it ends Aguri to double it down. Now picking him right back up, and wait a minute, jawbreaker connecting him down. And wait a minute, scoop slamming him right on to his back. Now wait a minute. And oh, Jesus. Belly to back suplex right there onto him. And oh, Jesus Christ. A knee right to the face and another knee right to the face. Oh my God. And now Kuzuryu could be in trouble here. Kuzuryu could be in a hard oh, wait a minute. No, Kuzuryu denying it. Kuzuryu, wait a minute. Wait a minute, no. Punching him right to the side of the head, and now Kuzuryu. Wait a minute, no! Paul reversing out of it again. And now going for those flurry of hard-hitting strikes right onto Kuzuryu. Wearing him down slowly. And now continuing to just wear Kuzuryu down slowly but surely. But wait a minute, no! No, Kuzuryu breaking out of it again. And oh, Jesus Christ, backbreaker into a neck breaker. Onto his knees and then on with that neck breaker. And oh, wait a minute, just what on earth? Oh, wait a minute. Goro Majima with that chair. And now, wait a minute, no, Paul sees it. And wait a minute, suplex. Oh, belly to back suplex. Right there, sending Paul down onto the mat. And forearm striking him down, and an elbow, and now rebounding him off those wrists, but no, Paul reversing out of it. And oh, Jesus! Knee, hitting him with that knee of the... and now, wait a minute, no, setting him up here, and oh, wait a minute, no! Pop up, fastball punch! Right there onto Kuzuryu. 1, 2. Kuzuryu still kicking out. And oh, wait a minute, no, Enziguri denied him. Wait a minute, setting him up, putting him into place. Hired hit right there onto Paul. 1, 2. No! Paul kicking out again. Paul kicking out just like that, big boot. And now, wait a minute, picking him up again. And oh, wait a minute, no. Gutbuster right onto his knee now. Setting him up again, but no, Kuzuryu not allowing it. Kuzuryu getting caught just like that. Kuzuryu. And now Paul. Paul getting hit in urge position and legs sweeping him down just like that. You have to imagine that Kuzuryu could be in definite trouble at this point, but no, Kuzuryu denying it. And oh, wait a minute, no, Paul, who has been dominant this entire match, once again going for the flurry of strikes Those combination strikes right onto Kuzuryu now. Kicking him down, and now setting him down right onto his back. And now picking him up again. And oh, wait a minute. No, knee denied again. Now belly to back suplex, setting him down again. Picking him up again, but no. Flipping him over just one more time. Stomping him away again. And no, wait a minute. Kuzuryu setting him back in. And wait a minute. Snap suplex right onto the outside. Snap suplexing him right onto the outside. And at this point, you have to imagine Kuzuryu is just trying to buy time and run the clock. And no, wait a minute, backbreaker right into the neck breaker once again. And now picking him up without any hesitation. Setting him right into that corner now. And now, wait a minute, what on earth does he have? No! No! Paul not allowing it. Paul not allowing it, setting him up. And now, oh! Working on that shoulder now. And no, wait a minute, setting him up and putting him in. No! Kuzuryu breaking out again. Knee to the back of the head. And now, wait a minute, setting him up for the second time, putting him into place for a second. Higher hit, setting him down for the count. Could that be it? 1, 2, 3. And Kuzuryu making a big statement to Nekomaru Nidai, saying that you may be able to get through them this next week at Final Hour. But you need to be on the lookout, because if you beat them, you've got to face off against me. And if there's one thing that Kuzuryu has made a big statement of tonight, he is not the man that he was 2 years ago. He's become a lot more He's become a lot more tactile. He's become a lot more vicious, and he's become quite a lot more harder than he was last time. Now it seems as though he may be ready and willing to go when it comes time to face off against Nidai. And wait a minute, speaking of Nidai, here it comes, and oh Jesus! Getting blindsided by Goro Majima at ringside. And now getting the brunt force of the assault right there. No! Nidai not allowing it. Not allowing it, just super kicking, choking him, and stomping him down just like that. And wait a minute. And wait a minute, oh God, throwing him right into the ring post. And now, wait a minute, Nidai's going right back in. And Kuzuryu is making a goddamn beeline right out of the ring. Kuzuryu just eyeing that. Kuzuryu making a goddamn run for it. Nidai's just staring him down almost as a threat at this point. Practically telling him, I'm coming for you next. And I'm going to beat them down next week. Because it's only going to be a matter of time before these two finally meet up.
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are back here on Prime. We are back here on Millennium, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for a big match for Misaka Mikoto and she will be defending the SolarStar Championship next week at Final Hour. And she will be facing off against quite possibly her biggest challenge yet in her first defense of the belt against Yukiko Amagi. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, she's got a big match feel ahead of her, as she will be facing off against somebody who we're getting word is actually the newest acquisition to the Lioness Division. And by that I mean she was literally signed over the weekend. She was literally brought on board the crew, as it were, thanks to some members of the back pretty much putting a reference in for her. And from what I can tell, it does seem as though tonight Misaka Mikoto is going to have quite the handful on her hands, because even she doesn't know who her opponent is. And wait a minute! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting word as to who it is. I'm getting word it's the third member of Brave Vesperia, and it's their pirate captain in a sense. It's Patty Fleur of Brave Vesperia, ladies and gentlemen. Quite the interesting development, as it were. I am being told that... Oh, you're not going to believe this. Yuri Lowe and Flynn Shifo actually put in the reference for her in order to come in. And they basically said it's doing her a favor. Because apparently she can't stand to be too far apart from her second in command, in a sense. I have no idea what the hell that means compared to those two, considering the circumstances, but nevertheless, it does seem as though tonight we do have not only do we have a third member of Brave Vesperia, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight we are also seeing the debut of the newest member of the Lioness Division. And this is going to be one hell of a match from the word go from these two, and that is not putting it lightly. Misaka has a lot to prove, but Patty also has a lot to prove in this match here tonight, and it's going underway right now. Both of these gals going in for the word go, but Patty gaining the advantage right there onto Misaka, getting her into that headlock. And now Misaka, wait a minute, sending her into the ropes now, rebounding her off just like that. Scoop slamming her down just like that. And you can definitely tell Misaka has a lot on her mind. Definitely considering the fact that she has to prove herself ready and willing to go for next week. And this, ladies and gentlemen, for all intents and purposes, I've already said it's a lot for Misaka, considering the fact she has to defend the Lioness SolarStar title next week against Yukiko Amagi. But this, for all intents and purposes as well, is a big-time match for Patty Fleur, because in this debut match, she can easily make a big-time impression on everyone in the division as a whole. And she could easily, with one match, set herself up for she could not only win her debut match, only getting a 1 count there. She could not only win her debut match on her first match on Millennium, but she could also get a confirmed win on the SolarStar Champion just a week away from her first defense of the belt. That would basically set Patty Fleur up for a huge opportunity in the near future, especially given Grand Slam season coming up. Like, we're in the eye of the storm of Grand Slam season, ladies and gentlemen. And every win, I will keep on saying this until the season is over, every win leading up to January 1st is crucial. It is vital. It is absolutely important that any big win is incredible for any of these men. For any men and women on the board. But But as you can see right now, these two basically just putting on a clinic for the word go. Patty Fleur basically putting out her brightest ability from the word go here tonight up against Misaka. And wave at Misaka, definitely trying her best in order to basically evade Patty wherever possible. And wave at Hurricane Rana right there onto Patty, right there by Misaka Mikoto. And this right here, this is that type of agility, this is that type of technical ability that Yukiko will... Hey, wait a minute! Roll up! One! Only a one count though. A bit of a tricky ploy right there by Patty, and that's putting it lightly given the circumstances. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, you have to wonder if Misaka is definitely giving Yukiko a bit of a warning in a sense as to what to expect next week. But she cannot pull out all of her arsenal in one go. Otherwise, she will basically be setting herself up for failure, knowing everything. But here it comes! Judgment Moonsault right there onto Patty Fleur, setting her down there. 1, 2. And of course, you can't count out Patty Fleur. Oh! As I say that, you can't count her out just yet. She may be in her greenhorn, but she's definitely showcasing her ability right here tonight for the word go. And you can definitely tell. Oh, spear right there out of nowhere. And this is where it's gonna get big for both of these men, for both of these women, I should say. Given everything that's going to be happening. Wait a minute, Patty going right there for the word go, going right there. Basically just going livid right on to Misaka there. And now, wait a minute. Setting her up into the corner now. Marching there, ready, and setting her down. Here we go, setting her up into the corner there. Going wild, and no! Misaka launches herself out of the way just like that. And now, wait a minute, Misaka looking to get back into prime position at this point. Look at her get herself ready and ready to go, putting her back in. And now setting her up again. Vertical suplex right there from the outside. Right there from the outside again. Now, wait a minute, setting herself up right onto those ropes there. And now, wait a minute, rebounding her off those ropes again. And now, wait a minute, sliding. And now, drop kicking with the heel there. And oh, wait a minute. No! Beery knee smash denied. Beery knee smash denied. Oh, wait a minute. Patty setting her up and setting her up and over just like that. Setting her up high and over. Setting her up high and over just like that. And now neck whipping her down just like that. And oh, wait a minute. Torquing at the arm. Torquing at that arm. And now, wait a minute. Continuing to wear her down slowly. Continuing to wear her down slowly. But as you can see right now, Patty going up top. And now, wait a minute, no, Misaka pushing her down just like that. And ramming knee right there by Misaka as well. And this right here is where it's going to get interesting. Hammering with the elbow just like that. Wait a minute, forearm smash and no, and a thrust kick right to the chest, and now Misaka setting up Patty into place just like that. And now with that kick right to the side of the head, just like that, right after Patty. And now with that combination strike right there, continuing those strikes and an uppercut combination right there onto Patty. And no, Patty is still fighting out of it. And continuing to just continue with that assault. And no, wait a minute, setting Patty down again. Wait a minute, roll it up. Roll up again by Patty. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Only a 2 count catches Misaka off guard just a little bit. No, wait a minute. There's present now, wailing with those fists right onto Misaka Mikoto now. And now Patty going up top. What on earth does she have in mind right here? Setting it up, going into place. Risky bet! No! Risky bet denied. Risky bet denied. Right there from the top of that rope. And now Misaka going right back to the well, having gotten out of that risky bet by Patty Fleur. And now looking to set her down, looking to go for the biri knee smash and put her down for the counter. Wait a minute! Wait a minute, what the hell? Yukiko! Yukiko on the outside providing a distraction right there. And I don't think Patty even realized that Yukiko's on the outside. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, God. No. Oh, no. Patty isn't even realizing that Yukiko was just right there. Finally getting to her feet. And now, wait a minute. Oh! And oh, wait a minute. Going for a second time with the risky bet. And with help. 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying, when I say this, I'm not saying Patty Fleur does not deserve this win. But with assistance from Yukiko Amagi, with a dirty trick right there by Yukiko Amagi, Patty Fleur manages an upset win in her first match here on Millennium over the SolarStar Champion. That has got to mean something in terms of the overall statistics. If your first win on your first match in this division is against the SolarStar Champion, you have got to be doing something right. You have got to be doing something right. Dirty tricks or otherwise, Patty Fleur, welcome to the Lioness Division. Welcome to ACL. But goddammit, I wish you had a better win than this. Because you deserve it, kiddo. You deserve it a lot better than that. But as we're seeing right now, Yukiko's coming into the ring and she's just taunting over the carcass of... She's just pretty much taunting over the carcass of Misaka Mikoto. And oh, just wailing into the assault onto her, knowing that if she weakens her down just like that, she'll basically manage to confirm herself a win this next week. And oh Jesus, setting herself up and setting Misaka down. And oh no, after everything she's already been through, and after this entire match already, she's looking to set her up, and oh God, no. Clipped wings right onto Misaka Mikoto. Yukiko Amagi is going to make it very clear for her. Next week, she's coming for that SolarStar title. And if it's anything like tonight, Yukiko may be walking out and going into the Grand Slam with that belt if she is as devious as she was tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Millennium. And as I said at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. And as you can see right now, flanked out by a man that we've already seen here tonight, and two men in fact that we've already seen here tonight. Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu, Goro Majima, and Kiryu Kazama. With Goro Majima and Kiryu Kazama, the Mad Dragons, getting their rematch for the Millennium Tag Team titles right here and now. With their manager of Ultimate Yakuza, Kiryu and Goro are making it a clear statement that they are going to win that they're going to try and get those belts back. This, for all intents and purposes, ladies and gentlemen, could be big for the Mad Dragons if they can become two-time Millennium Champions in their first year of the company. And not only that, if they can walk into Final Hour next week, facing off against Nekomaru Nidai in a handicap match, and getting a huge win tonight, leading in with all of the momentum going into that match, and then some. This, for all intents and purposes, could be a huge match for these two right here tonight. But all they really need to do is just get a big win here tonight. For all intents and purposes tonight, after having the big win from Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu tonight, would it just be a good omen for them to bring the tag titles back in? And as you can see right now, the current ACL Millennium Tag Team Champions, the Azure Knights, Kite and Orca, making their way out to the ring here tonight. Having beaten the Mad Dragons already for those belts back at Maximum Impact, tonight their statement is clear, and they are going to make it clear that they are going to defend those belts against the Mad Dragons tonight, and they are going to walk out with those belts. But with Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu by their side this time, can they be so certain that they are going to walk out with those belts here tonight? That's all I've got to say about that. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Being set up in the middle of the ring. Let's go meet them in the middle of the ring for the introductions. Take it away, Jamie.
Introducing the challengers to my right, at a total combined weight of 695 pounds, the team of Kiryu Kazama and Goro Majima, the Mad Dragons. And their opponents to my left, from the world, at a total combined weight of 565 pounds, they are your current ACL Millennium Tag Team Champions, Kite and Orca, the Azure Knights!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your main event for Millennium 45 is underway. Orca and Kuzuryu starting it off for their respective teams. It's for the Millennium Tag Team titles. It's the rematch from Maximum Impact, and it's underway right now. And Kuzuryu already taking the advantage of just sending Orca right into the corner. But Orca already firing back, setting him up and putting him into place, and vertical suplexing him down near the ropes. Orca continuing to just taunt away, and now Kuzuryu getting back up. You can definitely tell on the look of Orca's face and the look of the Azure Knights in general that they, for all intents and purposes, have got a lot in terms of thinking over what needs to happen at this point, because this could be huge for these two. Considering the circumstances and considering that this is their first defense of the belts, they need to make sure that they walk out tonight with this win, because it's going to be huge. And a double flapjack right there by both of the Azure Knights right there. And now making the hot tag right to Goro. And now, Enziguri right there by Goro. And the hard-hitting assault right there for the word go. Right there by Goro, right onto Kite. And now just taunting him away and now rolling him up and just continuing to just squeeze the life out of him with his thighs just like that. And oh, wait a minute. Kite powering out of it. Kite slowly powering out of it. Getting the hell out of there. And as you can already tell right here, Kite just taking in as much of an advantage as he possibly can while he's still got it. Because he knows after what happened previously between the Azure Knights and the Mad Dragons, that if he leaves any room for error, they will most certainly take advantage. It's how they won the tag titles, and it's how they've kept the tag titles beforehand. And for all intents and purposes, Kite is very much in trouble, because Orca because he's pretty much all the way onto the side of the Mad Dragons at this point, and they've got a big insurance policy on their side this time around. So for all intents and purposes, what the hell is going to happen between these two teams? And now making the tag back up. Orca being put into place. Kite shoving. Oh! Big brute right there. Shoving him right into that big brute just like that. Wait a minute, Goro reversing it right there onto Orca just like that. And you can definitely tell the reaction for the Mad Dragons, and I mean the reaction for the Azure Knights has definitely changed over the past few months, especially after they won the tag team titles from the Mad Dragons. It has most certainly been an interesting time for the Azure Knights, especially from where they came from last season. Although speaking of which, both Kuzuryu and Goro setting it up onto there, and oh, thrust kicking him down, and oh, kicking at him just like that. And just Orca and Kuzuryu once again going at each other. Now Kuzuryu Irish whipping him, and wait a minute, no, big brute, right? Big brute denied, and now Orca, no! Kuzuryu reversing it once again, and once again, the reversal, and now, it is looking like a complete gang attack right there by the Mad Dragons and Ultimate Yakuza right there onto Orca. And now Kuzuryu trying to assault Kite, but no, Kuzuryu not allowing it, and now making the tag right there to Goro. And it's an absolute mugging of all sides. Oh! Stereosonic kicks right there by both Kuzuryu and Goro. And oh, wait a minute. Jesus Christ, a Shining Wizard. And oh no. A double barrage assault right there onto Orca. Reverse choke slamming him down right there onto, right, sending Orca down onto the mat, but no, Orca not allowing it. Orca not allowing it. And oh, wait a minute, barraging him with the headbutts right into the corner, and Orca, no! Goro getting out of it in the nick of time. But Goro, no! Goro denied. Now Orca, no, unfortunately unable to make that tag. Orca unable to make that tag. However, finally making that tag, the flapjack once again setting him down. And now Kite's back in action. Kite is back in the game at this point, and he's looking to go buck wild, and a spine buster. Go for the pin combo. 1, 2. But Goro still kicking out of it, just like that. But you know for a damn fact that if he's got that spine buster, it's not that long before we see a data drain, whether it be assisted or otherwise, put into the bag just like that. And no, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ. Goro sending Kite right back into the ring once again. But what on earth does the Mad Dog Shimano have for the Azure Flame? Oh my god, oh no. This ain't gonna be looking good for Kite. Setting him up, putting it into place. Killing blow right there by both Kuzuryu and Goro. And looking to add insult to injury right there. No! Orca not allowing it though. Orca not allowing it for a moment. Oh! Big group nonetheless right there onto Kuzuryu. Right there by Kuzuryu onto Kite. But Kite managing to get out of it. Irish whipping him right into the corner again. And now wait a minute, making the tag. And it's just like I said, being put up just like that. Here we go. Data drain. Assisted data drain. 1, 2. No. Wait a minute. No. No. Fuyahiko Kuzuryu breaking it up just like that. Providing the distraction just in the nick of time. And he's done it. He's done with it. Kite is going out and wait a minute! There's Nidai! And Nidai evening it up, going in, while the ref is distracted with a despair bomb to Goro on the outside. And Orca, Kite providing the distraction for Kuzuryu, and Nidai providing the distraction for Goro. And now it's just Kuzuryu and Orca in the middle of the ring. And now Nidai's jumping the fence, providing the distraction and making the screw job happen here tonight. Rising Sea Slam! Rising Sea Slam. And oh, wait a minute, Shock Bomb setting him down. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, with help from Nekomaru Nidai, the Azure Knights pull out the win and successfully defend the Millennium Tag Team titles. And you know for a damn fact that even without the help of Nidai, this was damn well deserved tonight.
And here are your winners, and still ACL Millennium Tag Team Champions, the Azure Knights!
Right here tonight, at the Go Home Show before Final Hour, the Azure Knights pull out one hell of a successful defense against the Mad Dragons and secure themselves with the tag titles going into the Grand Slam. And it's a damn good feeling for these boys right here, especially after everything they've been through over the past few years. And oh, wait a minute, Nidai's back in, and he's going in for the assault right onto Kuzuryu. And he's pulling on all of the assaults right there onto Kuzuryu. Right there onto Kiryu Kazama, I should say, sorry about that. And he's letting loose with absolute flurries of vengeance right here And he's putting it all into perspective right here. That it doesn't matter what's gonna happen. He's still gonna fuck up the Mad Dragons next week. And he's setting an example right here tonight. And oh, Jesus. The absolute bastard. Getting revenge for what happened earlier tonight. Assaulting Nidai right here once again tonight. And while he isn't able, making sure that Nidai is going to be crippled going into next week. Making sure he's not going to make it to the match next week. And making sure that he is absolutely crippled going into next week. And oh, Jesus, no. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Kuzuryu putting out all the stops to cripple and assault Nidai, going for a Generica Memorial DDT right there onto Nidai on the outside. And there's Goro Machiba going in for the kill as well. And oh god, those Mad Dog style kicks right to the outside with Goro basically performing the final hit right here tonight and putting in pure vengeance right here. And oh my god, no. Oh Jesus! Laying him out. Kuzuryu laying him out, essentially ready for Goro. And oh Jesus Christ. And the combination right there for both of them. Just standing over Nidai at this point. Taunting away. And just standing over Nidai, taunting away at him. Wait a minute! Cannonball! There's the current Millennium Champion! Midoriya Izuku coming to the aid of Nekomaru fucking Nidai? What the hell kind of parallel universe are we living in right now where this is fucking happening? And now laying out Goro Machiba in return, trying to save Kiryu basically trying to save Nidai in a sense, for all intents and purposes. And hey, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. And oh my god, Cradle DDT right to the outside. Kuzuryu hitting the target. In return for what happened, he is setting a clear example once again that not even the Millennium Champion is safe from the wrath of Ultimate Yakuza at this point. Making a clear statement tonight that even the Millennium Champion will never be safe against him. And oh god! Cradle DDT onto the steps. The absolute bastardry of this man. And wait a minute. Kuzuryu's going into the middle of the ring, and wait a minute! And here comes Squall, setting him up, putting him into place, and now putting him up. Godblade, setting him down just like that. And oh, wait a minute. Kuzuryu being put into place, and wait a minute. Spear onto the outside. Spear to the outside, just like that. And with a big spear right to the outside, Squall taunting away over Kuzuryu. And now going into the inside once again, meeting the man that he will be facing off for the Millennium title against. Both of these men, with all this hecticness going on the outside, final hour for Millennium is not an event to miss. We will see you next week for a Millennium Championship match to remember, and for big implications for the Grand Slam happening for Millennium. We will see you next week.